Hi, I'm Joe,
Hi, I'm Ibs.
and today we're talking about dealing with hate.
Am I? I don't know really.
So what we refer to as hating on someone and hate speech are actually like two different things, but what is the difference?
Firstly, hate speech. So for example, we look at things such as like Islamophobia, homophobia, sexism. That is illegal, and that is quite a negative aspect of hate because that is directly trying to hurt someone's feelings, trying to hurt someone's establishment. If someone was to say to me, I don't like the colour of your skin, or I don't know, you as an individual based on the way you speak or the way you act or like your feelings towards your religion or something like that, that is obviously hate speech. But individuals who tend to hate or bully others, maybe sometimes they don't know that they are hating, but I think when you're making a comment or when you're saying something general, and if you can see that you're putting someone down, or if you can see that the person who you're talking to doesn't like what you're saying, then you need to realize that that is negative hate. If someone is saying something that puts me in a negative space and I've evaluated it and I still feel like I can't change the way I am or I don't agree with that and that is just intentionally trying to hurt my feelings, that is just hate.
That's really interesting that like anyone who like yourself is kind of broadcasting and maybe a responsibility there that if you do feel there's like critical feedback coming through, like that's something to be acknowledged. Almost all young people live their lives online now, but not everyone has the same sort of platform. So I'm thinking of, you know, maybe someone who's like still at school and simply has, you know, a normal Instagram account that like everybody has, just a couple of hundred followers or something, and they're getting kind of anonymous comments and things, or maybe even comments from people they know in school.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering what the best techniques that someone like that can use.
Yeah. As an individual, you have a right to be happy, right? Which is just with everyone. And so if someone is going out of their way, regardless if it's online or offline, regardless if it's just a little comment or a big comment, or if it's physical or verbal, if they are going out of their way to hurt your feelings, that needs to be addressed. When I was bullied, I did not ask anyone for help. I tried to hide it as much as I could. And I didn't tell anyone, mainly because I was embarrassed. And then when it does happen to you, you know, you don't even realize it. And it was only until year 10, so 4 years of being bullied, when I then asked a staff member, can we talk? And then I sat down every week just to talk. That was it. To think of an action plan that helped me address the bullies and how the school will address bullying. And that benefited me a lot because it wasn't me snitching. It wasn't me like stressing out over, oh my God, how do I address it face to face? It was me going to a member of staff who was there to help me, who then helped me. And ever since then, ever since I spoke to someone and I've had social support, honestly, my life has been so much better since then. And I can deal with hate a lot more better now.
And what can you do if you see someone else being hated on?
The first thing is to speak, which is to speak up about it. You know, you could advise to speak to a member of staff if it's happening in school, or speak to a trusted friend they have, or like a parent, or just someone who's in like an authoritative figure. So stop and think about what your following actions can do as a bystander. Don't thumbs up the negative comments, stop retweeting it. The third one, which is support. So one thing that I would advise anyone as a bystander to anyone who receives hate is to send a message, hey, how are you? And I think that completely changes the tone and the mood that the victim might be in. Hey, how are you? I'm sorry what happened to you. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to go for lunch? Or do you just want to hang out? I think it acts as an implicit sort of helping hand. You don't have to actually say like, I'm sorry you were bullied every single day. I'm here to help you feel better. Just, hey, how you doing? People are out there to help you. In every aspect, be that politically, socially, people want to help it. We have campaigns, we have businesses, we have organizations, charities. Because there are people out there, you can confidently ask for help.
Ibs, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And if you feel like you can't talk to someone who you do know in real life, then you can always talk to Childline, which is confidential and there for you 24/7.